What if I told you that everything you've been through, the challenges, the victories, even the moments that felt like failure, has been preparing you for this very moment? You are not here by accident. You are not reading this by chance. This is a divine appointment, a sacred reminder that you are seen, loved, and chosen for something far greater than you've ever dared to imagine. Take a moment. Let that sink in. The Creator of the universe has a plan for you, a plan that has been unfolding in ways you may not yet understand. Right now, the heavens are aligning to reveal truths about your life that will ignite your spirit and renew your purpose. This is your time to rise, to step into the fullness of what you were made for, and to claim the blessings that have been waiting for you. Can you feel it? That tug on your heart isn't random. It's the call to step boldly into your destiny, to leave behind the doubts and embrace the power and purpose you were born with. You are more than the obstacles you faced. You are the light that will inspire others to overcome. So, are you ready to hear the voice of God calling you higher? This is your moment. Don't let it pass you by. There is a season when hidden gems are brought into the light, and your time has come. What was once overlooked is now undeniable. Your gifts, your resilience, and your purpose shine with clarity. This moment was not by chance. It was orchestrated with precision, woven into a greater design. The trials you endured were not meant to break you, but to build you, preparing you for this unveiling. When God moves, it's never about human approval. It's about His perfect will coming to life. As you step into this moment, reflect on the journey that brought you here. You remained steadfast through challenges that could have defeated you. Even when doubts crept in, even when you questioned your place, you stayed true. Those quiet moments of perseverance were not wasted. They were the forge in which your character was refined. The shaping was unseen, but the results are now undeniable. This is a reminder. God never forgets His own, and His plans always align with the perfect timing for your elevation. The evidence of your transformation can no longer be ignored. Those who once dismissed you now find themselves noticing the strength and determination they overlooked. Your growth challenges their assumptions, forcing them to confront the undeniable change in you. Some will applaud your journey, while others may struggle to reconcile who you are now with who you were. But their reactions aren't the point. It's not about their comfort or approval. This transformation was never about them. It was about God's purpose unfolding in your life. The ripples of your elevation are reaching far beyond you. People are beginning to see what happens when divine grace meets unwavering faith. Some will draw encouragement from your story, inspired to pursue their own potential, while others may resist, unable to grasp the supernatural hand guiding your steps. Their confusion is a reflection of the magnitude of what God is doing, not a measure of your worth. In this moment, as God reveals His work through you, remember that it's not about self-glory, it's about being a vessel of His light. Your transformation is not an end, it's an invitation for others to see His power and draw closer to His truth. Don't hold back. Embrace your potential. Subscribe now and let's ignite the future together. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Imagine a tapestry being woven, a masterpiece designed with intention and precision. Each thread, though it may seem insignificant on its own, contributes to the beauty of the whole. That tapestry is your life, and every moment, whether triumphant or challenging, is a thread placed by the hands of the master weaver. You've been carried through seasons where you questioned your value and purpose, but here you are, standing in a moment that is no accident. Every victory you've experienced, every lesson you've learned, is a testimony of God's faithfulness. These milestones are not just markers of personal achievement. They are reflections of His grace and evidence of His divine plan for you. The blessings you carry are not yours to hoard, but tools to inspire, uplift, and serve. You are not just a recipient of His goodness. You are a vessel of His love, sent to pour into the lives of others. Take a moment to reflect. How often do we focus on what we've done, rather than who enabled us to do it? The opportunities, the open doors, the breakthroughs, they're all reminders of a Creator who sees you, loves you, and has called you to something greater. Live humbly, letting your life be a mirror that reflects His glory. Let every step forward point others to the One who has been your guide and strength. Yet even as you stand in favor, you may wrestle with doubts, those moments when the whispers of inadequacy try to overshadow your victories. Am I enough? You may ask yourself. But hear this, you are not just enough, you are chosen. God doesn't see you through the lens of your flaws or failures. He sees the strength He placed within you, the courage you've shown even when you felt invisible, and the light that shines even when you don't notice it yourself. Think about it. The Creator of the universe doesn't make mistakes. You are not an accident or an afterthought. You are His deliberate creation, fearfully and wonderfully made. While the world may measure worth by accomplishments or outward appearances, God looks at your heart and sees the incredible design of His hands. You were made to thrive, not merely survive. You are crafted for impact, to be a beacon of hope in a world longing for light. As you embrace this truth, remember that your journey is not just for you. Your story, every moment of struggle and triumph, is a testimony that can encourage and inspire. What God has done for you, He can do for others. Your life is proof that faith and patience bear fruit, that perseverance through challenges leads to blessings. So, let your light shine, not for personal glory, but to point others toward the source of all good things. This is your moment to live out your faith boldly. Walk humbly but confidently, knowing that you are not walking alone. God's hand is on your life, guiding your steps and opening doors no one can shut. Each blessing is a reminder of His goodness, and each challenge is an opportunity for His strength to be revealed. Your purpose is unfolding, and it is greater than you've imagined. Trust in His timing, lean into His love, and step forward with the assurance that you are exactly where you need to be. Feel what it truly means to be chosen. You're not alone on this journey. If deep down you feel that you're chosen, you've come to the right place. Take the next step in connecting with us, unlocking exclusive content, and receiving the support you need on your spiritual path by clicking the Join button. This isn't just about being part of a community. It's about accessing unique insights that can transform your life and bring you closer to your divine calling. Make the choice today and walk this journey with us. Claim your place among the chosen ones. Join now. Every action you take holds significance far beyond what you see. The way you show up, with kindness, determination, and grace, ripples outward, touching lives in ways you might never realize. Even the smallest gestures, a word of encouragement, or a moment of patience, plant seeds in the hearts of others. What feels ordinary to you may be extraordinary to someone who is struggling. God sees the heart behind every effort, And even when the world is silent, your impact resonates with Him. Your life reflects a light that others are drawn to, even when you are unaware of it. People notice the quiet strength you show in difficult times, the generosity you extend despite your own needs, and the compassion you offer when it's least expected. They may not always acknowledge it openly, but their lives are touched by your presence. What seems insignificant to you could be the very thing that gives someone else the courage to keep going. These moments aren't coincidences. They are part of a greater plan to uplift and inspire. The influence of your actions extends beyond what is visible. When you choose kindness in moments of frustration or offer hope when you could have chosen despair, you reflect a higher purpose. You may not always see the results, but God is working through you. The change you spark in others, though unseen, is real. You are a vessel, and through your life, grace flows to those who need it most. Trust that your efforts, no matter how small they seem, are not in vain. They are part of something eternal. Take a moment to reflect, not on your failures or fears, but on the truth of who you are. You are not bound by your past or limited by your insecurities. Instead, you are a masterpiece in the making, crafted with purpose and filled with potential. God doesn't see you through the lens of your struggles. He sees the strength you've gained, the growth you've achieved, and the love you've shared. Your value isn't tied to the opinions of others, but to the divine purpose planted within you. Every step you've taken, even those that felt insignificant, is part of a greater plan where you are not just surviving, you are thriving. God's unwavering attention has been on you in every moment, through every tear and every quiet victory. When you felt overlooked or unseen, He was there, fully aware of your struggles and your faithfulness. Your sacrifices, even those you thought went unnoticed, have been carefully observed by the One who sees the heart. The battles you've fought, both visible and invisible, are not in vain. They are shaping you into a reflection of His love and grace. While you may focus on what you lack, God celebrates who you are becoming, a beacon of hope for others and a testament to resilience. Each challenge you've faced is another piece in the puzzle of a divine narrative that is unfolding in your life. Even in moments of doubt, when the weight felt too heavy to bear, God's presence carried you forward. Those victories weren't yours alone. They were evidence of His strength working through you. He remains your constant support, a refuge in the storm, and a source of unshakable peace. Trust in this: no obstacle is too great for His power, and no situation is beyond His ability to transform. Every trial is shaping you for something greater, and His promises are a firm foundation for the journey ahead. Do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Galatians 6:9. Picture a farmer sowing seeds into the soil, not knowing exactly how or when the harvest will come, but trusting that the rain and sun will do their part. In the same way, every act of love, every gesture of kindness, and every word of encouragement you offer is a seed planted in the soil of someone's life. God is the rain that nurtures those seeds, turning small actions into life-changing outcomes. You may not always see the results, but the impact is unfolding in ways you can't yet imagine. Your seemingly insignificant choices, choosing patience when frustration beckons, offering forgiveness when anger feels justified, are the very actions that showcase the divine light within you. These moments are not random. They are orchestrated by God to remind both you and those around you of His love. You are not just a participant in His plan. You are a vital instrument, spreading His grace with every step you take. There is power in the waiting. Just as a seed must endure the darkness of the soil before breaking through into the light, so too must we trust God during seasons that feel stagnant or challenging. The delays you experience are not rejections, they are divine preparations. God's timing is perfect, and He is working in the unseen to bring about blessings that will far exceed your expectations. While the world may offer shortcuts that seem appealing, the path God lays out, though often requiring patience and perseverance, leads to a harvest that cannot be matched. You faced trials that felt insurmountable and celebrated victories that seemed impossible. Each experience, whether joyful or painful, is a thread in the tapestry of your life, a tapestry that God is weaving into something beautiful and purposeful. He sees every tear, hears every prayer, and knows every sacrifice you've made. You are not overlooked, you are cherished. Every moment of faithfulness, no matter how small, is seen by the One who loves you deeply. The legacy you are building is not about fame or recognition. It's about reflecting God's glory through your actions, your resilience, and your unwavering faith. People are watching, not to judge, but to learn, to find hope, and to be inspired by your journey. Your life is a testimony, a living example of what it means to trust in God's promises. And as you walk this path, you're not walking alone. Angels surround you, and the Creator Himself goes before you, clearing the way for what's to come. The blessings ahead are not just for your benefit. They are meant to overflow into the lives of others. Your story, your struggles, and your triumphs are all part of a greater purpose. They are tools God will use to draw others closer to Him. So keep planting seeds of love, faith, and kindness, even when the soil seems unyielding. Trust that God is nurturing those seeds, preparing a harvest that will bless generations. This is your moment to shine, not for your own glory, but to illuminate the goodness of the One who has brought you this far. Rest in His promises, walk boldly in your purpose, and let your life be a beacon of hope and transformation. The world is watching, and through your faithfulness, they will see the unmistakable hand of God at work. Ready to unlock your power? Subscribe now, and let's take the first step together. People are watching, not just to see your triumphs, but to understand the depth of your journey. They witness your unwavering strength, your quiet resilience, and your faith that refuses to falter even in the face of storms. Through you, they catch a glimpse of hope that once seemed distant or even lost. God is using your life as a living testimony, showing others that restoration, redemption, and resilience are not just possible. They are promised. Your story is causing hearts to question and minds to reflect, awakening the desire to seek their own connection to the divine. The changes in you spark a realization in others. If transformation is possible for you, it's within reach for them too. This ripple effect goes far beyond personal relationships. It reaches strangers, friends of friends, and even future generations who will be inspired by the legacy you're building now. The questions they silently ask: how can I trust God like that? Or, what is my next step toward growth? Are seeds being planted. God is using you not just as an example, but as a guidepost, pointing others toward their own unique purpose. This isn't about self-glory, it's about understanding the profound role you play in God's greater plan. Your influence, whether through kind words, a moment of encouragement, or simply being present, has the power to shift someone's perspective and renew their faith. These moments may seem small, but they are part of a divine orchestration, far beyond what you can see. Every encounter, every act of love, and every step in faith is a thread in the tapestry of transformation that God is weaving through you. Your life speaks volumes in ways you may never fully grasp. Perhaps a friend found renewed hope in their faith because of your story, or a co-worker began seeking God after witnessing your quiet resilience. These moments, though seemingly small, are profound reflections of God's work through you. Your life is a testament that brokenness can be transformed into wholeness, pain into purpose, and challenges into strength. The ripple effect of your actions reaches further than you know. Even if you never witness the full extent of the transformation you inspire, trust that God is using you as an instrument of change. The message your journey sends is clear. If God can work miracles in your life, He can do the same for others. Remain faithful, for your story is not just about personal growth, it's about pointing others toward God's grace and purpose. In this season, God is offering you a pivotal moment, an opportunity that could reshape your future. But with this moment comes the responsibility of discernment. Not every open door is aligned with His divine plan, and not every appealing offer is part of His purpose for you. This is a time to trust Him completely, even when the path ahead isn't fully illuminated. Will you rely on your faith to wait for what is best, or will you be tempted by options that seem easier but fall short of His greater plan? The choice before you may not be obvious. It could present itself as a quiet nudge, a decision between two seemingly good paths. One path aligns with God's purpose, while the other may lead you away from His will. The challenge is to look beyond the surface, seeking the peace that only He can provide. The world often promotes shortcuts and immediate gratification, but God's way often requires patience and steadfastness. Before stepping forward, ask yourself, does this path bring peace, or does it cause turmoil? Does it honor the values God has instilled in you, or does it demand compromise? This is not just a test of decision-making, but a refinement of your trust in God. He has equipped you with wisdom and discernment for this very moment. Lean into His guidance and know that whatever choice you make in alignment with His will is part of a greater plan. The road may not always be smooth, but it is leading you to something far greater than you could imagine. You are standing at a pivotal juncture, a place where choices carry the weight of eternity. The path ahead may seem uncertain, but know this: God is not a God of confusion. He calls you to seek clarity through Him, to trust in the process, rather than rush into decisions driven by fear or impatience. Not every open door leads to blessings, and not every opportunity is meant for you. Pause, pray, and let the Spirit guide you. When you align your steps with His purpose, the rewards will not only meet, but far exceed your expectations. His promise is steadfast. Trust in Him, and He will show you wonders beyond your imagination. Patience is not passive. It is active trust in God's timing. Obedience, though it may feel like a sacrifice in the moment, is the seed of unparalleled peace. The world may tempt you with shortcuts that promise immediate satisfaction, but those paths often lead to emptiness. God asks you to choose the road less traveled, one that requires faith and fortitude. The blessings that follow are not always seen in material abundance, but in spiritual richness, deepened joy, strengthened character, and an unshakable bond with Him. This decision is more than a choice. It is an alignment with divine purpose. Each step you take in faith sends ripples through your life and the lives of those watching. You are shaping a legacy that extends beyond your days, influencing generations to come. The easy road may seem appealing, offering comfort and predictability, but it is the path that demands courage and trust that leads to transformation. Like the hero who chooses the narrow trail through the wilderness, your decision now defines not only your journey, but the impact you will leave behind. Trust the process, for God has not brought you this far to abandon you. He equips you with discernment and strength, reminding you that you are not alone. The journey ahead may be challenging, but it is filled with divine appointments and opportunities to witness His glory. As you step forward, know that every choice made in alignment with His will carries the weight of eternal significance. Let your intuition, sharpened by His wisdom, guide you through this spiritual crossroad. This is your moment to claim the destiny that was written for you long before you could imagine it. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the Super Thank You button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your abundance to glorify His kingdom, for you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. The crossroads before you demand courage and clarity, offering a choice that could define the trajectory of not only your life, but the lives of countless others. Comfort may whisper promises of ease, but it pales in comparison to the fire of greatness that awaits the bold. This is your appointed time, a divine alignment set to dismantle falsehoods and bring liberation to hearts still bound by fear. The season of hesitation is over. Action is your mandate. You are not here by accident. You are chosen to light the way, to challenge the darkness with truth and hope. Just as the waters once parted to make way for freedom, obstacles before you will crumble under the authority guiding your steps. What seemed out of reach is now inevitable. The strength you carry is not of your own making. It has been forged through generations of triumphs and trials. The resolve of those who came before you flows through your spirit, emboldening you to face challenges with unwavering faith. Doubts and fears may attempt to take root, but they are no match for the divine power coursing through you. Every trial, every whispered lie of defeat is an opportunity to rise stronger. You were not placed here to blend into the background, but to ignite transformation. This moment is more than a call. It is the crescendo of destiny waiting for your bold step forward. Step into your potential. Subscribe now and let's create something extraordinary. This is no ordinary juncture. It is the manifestation of your purpose. With conviction and clarity, step into the role prepared for you long before you realized its magnitude. The shadows that once loomed large are powerless against the light within you. This is your season to shatter chains, to speak life into desolate places, to claim victory where defeat once reigned. The promise over your life is unshakable. Nothing formed against you will succeed. This is not mere encouragement, but a decree from heaven itself, etched into the very fabric of your being. You are not alone in this journey, and you were never meant to be. Invisible forces align in your favor, surrounding you with strength and wisdom at every turn. The whispers of ancestors, the protection of angels, and the unwavering guidance of your Creator walk beside you. Every challenge is a lesson, a tool sharpening your resilience and illuminating the depths of your power. These obstacles are not barriers, but stepping stones, leading you closer to the transformation you were designed to bring forth. You are not simply human flesh. You are a divine force, a relentless catalyst of change, ordained to impact a world desperate for light and truth. Your impact is not subtle, it's transformative, disrupting the very fabric of what was designed to confine you. Each move you make carries the weight of change, reverberating through the structures that once sought to suppress your potential. This is your appointed season, the moment to rise and embrace the calling uniquely crafted for you. The world is watching, waiting for the brilliance that only you can bring. Do not hesitate. Step forward boldly and let your truth become the catalyst for courage in others still searching for their path. Your voice holds the power to break barriers, and your journey is proof that victory is already in motion. The stage is set. The time is now. Step into your purpose and claim the destiny that has always been yours.